Hi, family. I am sitting up here working on my book. I'm still working on my book. I'm editing. I'm a little bit more. I'm going through some things because one of the things on the book I realized I said, Tara's finance. I had to fix her finance. So that's what I'm doing. I had to go back to the beginning. And it's so amazing. I'm sitting up here thinking, and I just thank God for being on campus. I loved it. And I'm sitting here thinking as I'm writing and getting it together, finance together, and I was thinking of the time I just enjoyed myself on campus, and I gotta finish, and that's a totally different story. I gotta finish, but I was thinking of the time I was in the classroom with some of my colleagues and a lot of young girls I was around. I every now and then it was a other person in with me, but it's very rare. A lot of young girls, people, men's voice and young boys in there too. But I remember the time they sit up in class, not, but they sit up in class, and I'm adding in her parents saved money for her, and this is what I'm adding in about her finance. Her parents saved money for her. She had a godly foundation and everything. Her parents were wise in finance, and they saved money. And what they did for her and saving, and she realizes this, what they did for her, they bought clothes in season. They just didn't go and buy clothes, they bought them in the season. And if she outgrew them, they would buy her some. And this how one of the things that they did contribute to saving her. They didn't buy unnecessary thing. But every now and then, if she wanted something, she really wanted something, they would get it for her. But she was eager to work. Her daddy owned a music store, and when she wanted to work in a store. And when she found that her parents were saving for her future, she wanted to contribute. And working in a store, she said, "I'm going to contribute to my future." But when she didn't realize, and this is what Dara realized now, when she started to work in the store, she was moving away from her intended purpose because she started to buy a little bit more of the stuff that her parents would buy for her. And she realized that she started to get influenced by other people wearing and stuff. And she had nice stuff her parents bought for her. She didn't want for anything. But she got in that flow because she's at a point now she realizing, wait a minute, I have been wasting my spending. And in college, it even got worse. She would see something she wanted, and people would give them the link so they could go there, so she could go there, and she would do more than just get that item. She would see other things. So it had to come to a point in the story. I didn't have a reason why did she have money saved, and I said, okay, I gotta go back and fix that. I gotta fix that. I fix that, and I was thinking about being in college and seeing the girls online shopping, walking in class, shopping, and I even got mine to I was like, oh, and sitting up there just shopping in class, what they gonna buy, and what I thought was amazing, and so I added a little that I didn't put that exactly in here, but I did. Tara would see something, and she would say, "Well, you get that," and they would give her the link, not just say, "I bought it so," and that opened up the door. You go there and you shop, marketing. But I thought that was so amazing, and often it's so amazing. Often I think about some of the colleagues I was in my web class course with, and these girls were so. I mean, they was they was excellent at doing the web, surfing the webs, and put the project together. And I think about those girls. It was three of them. I was in a group with them. Actually, what I did, I pulled out the group because they was moving too fast. I was still learning. I mean, what they were doing, I did learn a lot of that class that I'm using now. And I realized that I was like, oh, that class really is benefiting me. So I'm using a lot what I do, but they was moving so fast for me, and I was like, I don't want to be taking credit for something I had to do. I'm slow, and I did my best. So I branched out from them and did my own group. And the professor allowed us to do that if we wanted to branch out from the group. But I often think about these girls because I was like, I got the content. I need those girls. So I am thankful. But eventually, I will be able to, that's why hiring people to help you do the work and to maintain the blessings. So it's so important we continue to go forward and show up in those places that we need to show up so that we can become and do those work that God wants us to do. And I just get excited. I enjoy being a writer, and I love seeing what God does and what He gives me, and how I am continue growing as a writer. And it's a daily thing. We have to show up, and we continue to grow and grow and grow, and manifest what He wants us to manifest to be a blessing to other people. So I'm excited. I really am excited about this book, and I'm hoping as I go through, because what I'm doing, I'm going through and editing. This is like my edit before I send it to my beta readers so that they can then read it and then continue to go on from there. But I still knew there was some things I needed, and our finance was one of the things. So I'm thankful that I'm fixing that, because that was a big part of it. And I think when it comes to the season, I'm just gonna let that right. But I did need to fix the finance for it so it can balance out, because I was like a gap there, and I knew it. I was like, I gotta take care of this, and so I'm taking care of that this week so I can get that taken care of, her finance for it in here. Because, and it's so funny because I was talking, have another conversation, and someone was talking, and they was talking about their finance, and then I said, oh, this is a good idea, and it was coming together. And so I used this, and then I added the college experience in here because that's part of it. So it's working out, and so I'm excited about the finished work of it. So I want to go ahead and finish this so I can move on forward and get over to the other section of my writing. To those who hang up my writing page, I am claiming the loss. My short film, I can't have to say short film. I'm gonna keep it as a short film, and I keep telling myself that. And I'm keep it as a short film. I am excited about that one. I am move forward with that one. I am at that scene where we finna have that turning point with Alex. I love spending time with Alex. It's one of my favorite characters, another favorite character of mine. I love spending time with her. I spent some time with them last week to put some things in that I had written up. I like the habit of writing things down first. I was talking to my cousin about that, writing things down and then writing it down. And I came across some stuff that I had wrote down, but I didn't type in. So I'm going to hopefully do that turning point in there. I'm really excited about this one, but I want to keep it short because I'm thinking about my first film that I have to continue to go forward. I'm working on the budget and scheduling for it, so I'm excited about that, and I try to push away thinking about the cast and everything, the total amount of cast and everything, and the scenes. So that's why I say with this one, I'm keeping it short. So I want to keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. So and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about, can I shorten this first one? And I'm still debating if I can shorten it by taking some stuff out and knowing the stuff I have to leave. But I'm working on that. But I still got to do the schedule and working on the budget, and it's going well. It's going well. I'm on I think I'm on like 1/4 of the budget, and it is. I was telling my son, and it's a pretty cost already. So that's part of it. That's part of it, and trusting God, as we go forward, because we have to remember as we go forward, He provide what we need. So we have to go forward because we receive when we go forward. We don't get it at a standstill. That's what they even want us to be, at a standstill. But we receive when we go forward. Do the plans. Don't be overwhelmed by the price. Go forward. Go forward, trusting God, because that's where we receive when we go forward, and we started getting that more clarity and everything. So I'm excited. And I will not say opposition us together, but we go forward. And we're in the book, one of my favorite books, Nehemiah. we're in that book, and I'm excited about being in that book. And we had a great lesson a Sunday, and we in the business. I said I'm going to do a pamphlet about doing business through the Bible, because that's what we was talking about. No usury, no interest. We was talking about Nehemiah and how they had the mortgage. Oh, it's all in there, and I love that how it's all in there. They had when they was coming to rebuild, and they had the mortgage, and they were causing charging them interest and stuff, and not supposed to do that. Biblically, they're not supposed to charge you interest, and so we want to get the right perspective and know. And I learned it is so important when you're a citizen of the kingdom of God, and when you're walking with God, you have to know. It's important to know. He wanted us educated because you need to know the world's way of doing things, but also you need to know God's way, perspective of doing things, and you have to know the truth so that you can, when you know, take the stand, you know what you're talking about. So it's so important that we continue to seek God kingdom and educate ourselves through the kingdom. It is so important. And I learned that's the best way. You want to educate yourself through the kingdom. And so it's so important to do what Jesus said to do. Seek the kingdom. Seek the kingdom is the most important thing. We got all this other, I know, they come to distract us, but we have to continue to seek the kingdom, because we want to do things through the kingdom. It's so important, and that's what the enemy fights us daily. Fight us. We want to seek the kingdom so that we can do business through the kingdom. So God bless you. I just wanted to share you that I just enjoyed, and I just wanted to share that moment. I just enjoy it. And so we want to continue to go forward, get in the kingdom so we can live that kingdom lifestyle, so we can receive what we need to receive, so that we can do those works He has set aside to do. We need that kingdom of God so we can do those works, because there is storm. Every time I think of storms and giants and prows on the back, we went to the book of Psalms. I love it. So God bless you. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. I will stop by later. Continue to go forward. You know, God bless you. Take care. Bye for now. Bye for now. Grace and peace and abundance with love. Bye bye for now.